Hello friends, dear students, good morning all. Today we are going to learn about the marketing management, under which a particular chapter, managing retailing, wholesaling and logistics. Last time we have discussed about the retailing. At present today we are going to learn about the wholesaling. So what is meant by wholesaling? All the activities in selling goods and services to those who buy for resale or business use. So here the activities related to selling goods and services to those persons or organizations or companies who buy for resale or business use, for reselling purpose and for business purpose. The goods are bought over here. So all these activities which are related to the selling goods and services to those who are buying for resale and business use, not for the personal and non-business use. So the major difference between the retailing and wholesaling is the purpose behind selling the goods and services to whom, means to direct end users or to the persons who are using these goods for reselling or business. So here particularly we see that under the wholesaling, the activities in selling goods and services to those who buy for resale and business use. Different types of wholesalers. First type is merchant wholesalers. It takes title to merchandise, full service and limited service jobbers and distributors. Here particularly these are the wholesalers who take the title to merchandise. It means that here particularly when the goods are sold to the other persons, then the title is transferred. So title is taken by the buyer. Full service and limited service jobbers and distributors are included under the merchant wholesalers. We just see over here example of the merchant wholesalers. A vegetable wholesaler buys the produce directly from the farm and store it at his own warehouse. He then sells those products to the local retail outlets or even to end customers. He may also sell the rest to restaurants. However, any loss of the produce due to spoilage or any other reason is a cost to the merchant wholesaler. Even in FMCG, means fast moving consumer good, companies like Britannia or P&G use the merchant wholesalers. The purpose behind is the greater control in region they operate and get benefits, take high risk. They get benefit and also they take high risk, because as we see over here that whatever the loss incurred to them because of the spoilage or any other reason related to these goods, they have to face it, means they have to suffer from this particular loss. Then next type is full service wholesalers. Full service wholesalers are those who carry stock, maintain a sales force, offer credit, make deliveries and provide the management assistance. So almost all type of what we can say full service is provided by such type of wholesalers, means they carry stock, means they can maintain the stock, maintain a sales force. It means that they have their own sales force to sell the products, means they have under them they have some salespersons who are selling their products. Offer credit, they are providing the credit to their buyers. Make deliveries, they make the deliveries of the goods from their warehouse to the buyer's place. And provide management assistance. So if any management related requirements is also there, then it is also provided by such type of full service wholesalers. They are most commonly observed in consumer durables or engineering products. So such type of wholesalers are found in the consumer durables or engineering products. The full service type of wholesaler is, as the name suggests, giving full service to the end retailers. These wholesalers mainly operate in the retail market and sell products to the resellers, to a reseller. means a retailer in this particular case. Everything except service of the product is the responsibility of the full service wholesalers. Examples include the Samsung wants to expand its operation in a region A, but it does not have a sales office in that region, so it appoints a distributor in region A. This distributor is solely responsible for order picking, delivery, training sales associates, promotions, and everything for the Samsung brand. He is now a full service, means that particular distributor in region A is a full service wholesaler for a Samsung. So such type of wholesalers carry stock, maintain a sales force, offer credit, make deliveries, and provide the management assistance to the retailers. Next is limited service wholesalers. Limited line of fast moving goods. Truck wholesalers, drop shippers, rake jobbers, mail order wholesalers are of limited service wholesalers. A limited service wholesaler is someone who stocks the products of the company and sells it in a limited channel. He does not have a large turnover or does not cover all channels of the company. Mail order wholesalers. A mail order wholesaler may be your best bet if you are looking for something that is not readily available in brick and mortar stores, or if you are looking for a particular item that is very hard to find. Thousands of mail order and internet wholesalers can get the product you need and deliver it straight to you. So a mail order wholesaler is maybe your best bet if you are looking for something that is not readily available in brick and mortar stores. It means that shops, brick and mortar stores means shops nearby us or stores nearby us in which some type of products are not available. So if as a buyer we would like to purchase some type of products, then we can buy from the such type of mail order wholesalers who can find their products and provide us. Next is drop shipper wholesalers. Dropshipper wholesalers are easy to find online. You can select the items you are interested in selling, list them on your own website or on an e-commerce site like eBay, Amazon, Flipkart, like this, and have the wholesaler ship it direct to your customers so that you never have to handle the inventory. So here we are just required to particularly as a intermediary. Here dropshipper wholesalers are required to provide the goods to the retailers or end customers directly from the producers. So this is what particularly, and that is why as a wholesalers here particularly we are not required to handle the inventory. Here particularly what in the dropshippers wholesalers means they can drop the product from the manufacturer's side to the particularly manufacturer side to particularly to the retailers or the customers place, like this. Then next is rake jobber. A rake jobber is a vendor who rents space in a retail store or supermarket to display and sell products. Many rake jobbers are distributors bringing in products from large wholesale companies to sell in the local stores. So here particularly a rake jobber is a vendor who rents space in a retail stores. It means that in the big retail stores where there is many different parts, very different what we can say parts of the different spaces available in the retail store or supermarket. Particularly you can say different corners are there or different places are there. Here particularly such type of wholesaler such type of wholesalers what they do is that they can take the space on rent basis from that particular supermarket owner or store owner, and they sell the products is the distributors of the particular, you can say, large wholesale companies to a local store and make it available to the general public or general people. So this is known as the rake jobber. Then next type of wholesaler is truck wholesalers or jobbers. Truck wholesalers or jobbers sell and deliver directly from their vehicles, often for cash. They carry a limited line of semi-perishables such as milk, bread and snack foods. So such type of wholesalers, as the name suggests, that they can use their own vehicles for transfer of goods from one place to another place. Here particularly from the place of the manufacturers to particularly retailers, from the place of the wholesalers to particularly to the retailers. So they are only from the place of the manufacturers or company to the retailers. They are only work here for a transportation, and for that they can charge the fees only. So this is also one of the type of the wholesalers. Then next type of wholesalers are brokers and agents. They facilitate buying and selling, means they can buy the goods. They can facilitate buying and selling, means they can help to the buyers to buy the products, and they can help to the sellers to sell the products, and or 2% to 6% commission on selling prices. So they can work as a mediator or agent, particularly suggest or here mediator of selling the goods from the side of the sellers and make it available to the buyers. They can get commissions from both the sides, from buyers and the sellers. From the buyers, that they can make available goods to them, and from the sellers they can help the sellers to sell their goods like this, and for that they can charge fees as commission like this. Then specialized wholesalers, agriculture assemblers, petroleum bulk plants and exchange companies. So specialized wholesalers are working for a particular industry and particular category of industries like agriculture, petroleum, like this, and so they are considered as the specialized wholesalers. So these are the different types of the wholesalers. I think you have got a clear concept regarding the different types of wholesalers. Then next we are going to discuss about the wholesalers functions, means what are the functions the wholesalers perform. Selling and promoting, means they are selling the products of manufacturers or company and promoting the products of them like this. They are buying and assortment building, means they can buy the products from the manufacturers and make the assortments means particularly assortment building here means that make it available so different types of products of different variety and different sizes to the retailers or retailers, for the retailers and end users. They are also providing the service of means they are also providing the service for warehousing, means they have stored some stocks in their own warehouses like this, and they are very much one of the function it is bulk breaking, means they can buy in bulk from the manufacturers and from this what we can say large stock of the products, they make the package of small stock of the products, and it means particularly bulk breaking. So wholesalers are more efficient in performing the following functions, as however we have discussed, but we just see about it. That selling and promoting means they help manufacturers reach many small business customers at a relatively low cost. So by this way they can help to the manufacturers to sell and promote their products. Then second is buying and assortments, means variety or range, means they can keep the variety of the goods and various makes available the products of different ranges to the retailers and wholesalers. So they select items and build the assortments their customers need. As per their customers requirements, they can select the items and mix the assortments of that. It means that availability of different ranges, availability of the products at different variety and different ranges. Then next is bulk breaking, means achieve savings for their customers. HA savings for their customers by buying large car lots and breaking the bulk into smaller units. So they can buy in bulk and make it available in small units for their retailers or customers. Then warehousing, means they reduce the inventory cost and risk to suppliers and customers. So they can store the products in their warehouse, and by this way they help not only to their suppliers but also to the customers, so that at any time when the customers wish to buy the products, it is available for them. And also suppliers are not required to store some of the goods which are stored by the wholesalers. Next, other functions which are provided by the wholesalers are transportations, market informations, market management services, financing, and risk bearing. So particularly for transportation, what wholesalers do is that wholesaler provides quicker delivery to buyers because they are closer to the buyers. As we know that they have their own warehouses, so they can fast provide the services, means provide the products to their customers than that of what we can say manufacturers, because they are closer to the buyers. Then next is financing. Finance customers by granting credit, and finance suppliers by ordering early and paying bills on time. So they are also providing the functions related to financing to both, particularly to the suppliers and the customers. To the customers by providing them credit, and to the suppliers by ordering in advance or early, and also paying bills on time. So by this way they help to provide finance to both suppliers and the customers. Then risk bearing. They absorb some risk by taking title and bearing the cost of theft, damage, spoilage, and obsolescence. So they can take the risk that what happens that sometimes they can buy the products, and if after buying the products, if these products are either theft or damaged or spoilage, then it is suffered by the wholesalers. When they stock some products, some quantity of the products at that time, they are required to suffer from such type of risk. So they are considered as the risk bearing. Then market informations. Wholesalers supply the information to suppliers and customers regarding the competitors' activities, new products, and price development. So by this way they can provide the market information which is required by the suppliers and also to the customers, that they come to know about the competitors' activities. It means that what will be the any changes made in the same type of products by the competitors, what are the new products which make available to the market, so that they can get the more benefit. And about the price development also, it means that price increase or decrease in the market from the different competitors of manufacturers, like this. Then management services and counseling. They help retailers improve their operations, help industrial customers by offering training and technical services. So they can help to manage, particularly they can help in the managerial functions to the industries. They help retailers improve their operations, means how they can better operate well and get the more customers. For that also they can help to the retailers, and also help the industrial customers by offering training and technical services which are generally required by the industries. So by this way they can perform the different functions. So we have seen that these are the major functions which are performed by the wholesalers. I think all of you have got clear idea about that. Thank you all.